open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room.
Good morning, colonists. Please stand for the pledge. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning, Anaheim colonists. Hope you're doing well. My name is Vidal Valdez. I'm an assistant principal at Anaheim High School, and this year I'll be leading with a team graduation for this year. Let me tell you a little about the team. We have the lead counselor, Ms. Amy Cuellar. We also have your senior counselor, Ms. Molly Zambriz, and the activities director team, and all these different folks that work in supporting ASB. We have Ms. Terry Dancer, Mr. Wager, and Mr. Sergio Hernandez. So we're all working closely to put together a graduation this year. So as information comes out, we're going to do a monthly video similar to this one and let you know what's going on and what you need to do. Now, if you don't know the current situation with COVID-19 happening, we have to shift to doing a virtual graduation, very similar to last year. So I know you might be disappointed. Are we going to Glover Stadium? At this point, no. I apologize. I'm sorry. If things change, absolutely we'll let you know of an opportunity. But at this point, we can't put 5,000 people plus you guys in a stadium like that. So again, if things change, I will let you know. At this point, we're holding to that to go to a virtual graduation, similar to last year, where you see your face, the student recognition award, the stole, sealed by literacy, and then it goes to slide video on YouTube on a premiere. Now, we also are considering, hasn't been confirmed, a drive-through graduation. So for sure on the virtual, and waiting on a confirmation for the drive-through one. Once we get confirmation from the district that we're able to do that, then in the next video I will let you know. Okay? So let me talk a little bit about what you need to do to get ready. Step one, go to SoCalGrad.com. So if you go SoCalGrad.com on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer, let's go ahead and order step one, your cap and gown. That's step one. So order your cap and gown by going to SoCalGrad.com, then punch in Anaheim High School. You're going to get the website and order your cap and gown. And obviously, if you want to do some things for your family, there's more. There's invitations, there's some graduation rings. But right now, cap and gown is the very first step. Now, once you order it, just check out and pay for it. That lets Mr. Mike Martelli, the owner of Cap and Gown, know that you have ordered it. Go ahead and put your, basically your size and your weight, and add to cart. Okay? Once you have all that, then you'll be in your car. You can pay for it, ready to go. We have a couple options here. The very first option is they can mail it to you directly from the website if you pay for it, or you can come pick it up at school. We're going to be having what you call a distribution day, where you come by and you pick up your cap and gown at Anaheim High School in the parking lot, safely spread apart in a schedule with your stoles, sealed by literacies, and all your accolades with special recognitions. On a different day, you'll be taking the picture. On a different day, you'll be taking the picture with all your awards, and we're looking at the timeline. So sooner or later, you'll be getting an email with the timeline. Let me talk about emailing and graduation. It's critical. It's critical that you have an understanding of checking your emails, looking at the timeline, seeing what Mr. Mike Martelli has sent you guys already from SoCal Grad, and then you're connecting with your activities advisors about any stoles that you might be getting, and that you're understanding that you need to be ready. Like, when you're going to pick up your cap and gown, where you're going to take a picture, and when you're getting your special recognition to pick up. Okay? Now, if you can't afford a cap and gown, guys, we've done this in the past. The whole school, we will help you. But I'm going to need you to email us. Look at the email again. It's going to say fill out this form. You can email, hey Valdez, this year we're having some challenges, and so on, so on. Look at the email, you fill out this form, and Mrs. Yuriko Maldonado and a couple of us will be working together to kind of let you guys know what are the options about those cap and gowns. Okay? Nothing to worry about. ILC students, hey guys, same thing. Look at this email. Look at what options you have on there, and if you need help, please reach out to Mr. Joe Casas or myself, and I'll be supporting all those students. In the past, we've played a video for you guys. We'll do the same thing. Okay? So one last reminder, we'll be going through those classrooms. Mr. Mike Martelli visited some of the senior classrooms to have Q&A time. So basically questions and answers for all the students that have any questions. Okay? Until then, again, guys, I'm going to remind you, step 1, order your cap and gown. Step 2, look at all the emails that are coming through and be active in asking questions. With any of the emails that are coming by, there's a little section that you can ask questions on the Google form. Okay, guys? Until then, please stay safe with your family and looking forward to a successful graduation this year. Take care.
Good morning, staff and students. Mr. Saldivar here, your school principal, with your morning announcements. I hope you're coming back from a very enjoyable and relaxing long weekend and ready to take on the rest of this week. I do apologize that I haven't been around in a while, at least with our pre-recorded morning announcements. As many of you may know or may not know, I have been dealing with some personal family matters, and has made it a little challenging to be consistent with our morning announcements. But I hope that moving forward, I'm able to be a little more consistent, maybe not every day, but at least a couple of times a week, where I can get on, greet everyone, wish you a good day, and give you some important reminders and announcements. With that said, this past Friday, your counselors emailed you, each of our grade level students, an important PSA that kicked off our first week of February. It's celebrating Black History Month, and it's an important PSA from our Black Student Union here at Anaheim High School. Our advisors are Mrs. Lang and Chief Truby. Our BSU president is Ayante Parker, and she did an amazing job with this PSA, narrating a PSA on Maya Angelou, an American poet and civil rights activist. If you don't know much about her, I definitely encourage you to look her up, and make sure that you stay tuned, because shortly after this pre-recorded announcement, we will go ahead and show that PSA that Ayante Parker put together. And if you, for whatever reason, have already seen it, it was sent to you this past Friday. As I said, your grade level counselor should have sent it to you. If you've already seen it, watch it again, because it's worth it. On that note, I also want to remind you about our week of kindness and love, as ASB has been focusing on a week of kindness and love, and I encourage you to partake in our activities throughout the week. Maya Angelou has some great messages in her writings and in her literature, and if you watch this PSA that's to follow, you'll learn about some of that stuff that just really connects to how we treat each other, how we see each other, and really connects to what ASB is trying to do for this week, and not just this week, but just at all times. Treating each other with kindness, showing a lot of love towards one another. So I appreciate you, ASB, for doing this. It couldn't be more timely and happen at a better time. I want to leave you with a quote from Maya Angelou. As we think of this week of kindness and love, and think of and celebrate our Black History Month, here's a quote from Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. With that said, students, just continue to be you, and always look to be a better version of yourself. Always look to be more compassionate, more understanding, more hardworking. Treat people the way you want to be treated, and leave that lasting impression. When you treat people with love and kindness and compassion, and try and continue to work to be a better version of yourself, then there's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, even during not the brightest times. Again, enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you stay tuned for this PSA from our very own BSU here on campus, and Ayante Parker. Thank you to ASB for putting on this week of love and kindness, and have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
Hello Hello, my name is Ayanti Parker, and I am the Black Student Union President at Anaheim High School. This is our Black History Month PSA about Maya Angelou, presented by Anaheim High School's Black Student Union. Who is Maya Angelou? Maya Angelou was a poet, memoirist, and a civil rights activist. Angelou is most known for her 7 autobiographies about her childhood, life experiences, poetry, and for her involvement in entertainment. What are some of her famous works? Maya Angelou has a very big collection of different books she's written. Some of her most famous works include I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, And I Still Rise, On the Pulse of Morning, and The Heart of a Woman. Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings summary. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings is an autobiography about the early years of Maya Angelou's life. This is one out of a 7-volume series, in which the series tells her coming-of-age story and the struggles of overcoming racism and trauma. Quote from Angelou's autobiography, "The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom." Interesting facts about Maya Angelou. She spoke 6 languages. She wrote best in a hotel room that she'd rent out near her house. She was a 3-time Grammy winner, and she wrote a variety of famous books and poems. How did she impact the world? Maya Angelou impacted the world in various ways. One of the ways she impacted the world was through her writings. Maya Angelou impacted the world through her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, about her childhood and young adult years, as well as her poetry and essay collections. She also impacted the world by breaking barriers. She made literary history as the first nonfiction bestseller by an African American woman. Maya Angelou shaped history for African American women. She also impacted the world through determination in her career. Angelou once said, "I've learned that making a living is not the same thing as making a life." And last, she impacted the world with her confidence. Spoken by Angelou, courage is the most important of all virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently. You can practice any virtue erratically, but nothing consistently without courage. What are tools that Angelou used that we can use to impact the world? Tools that Maya Angelou used were standing up for what she believed in. As an activist, it is important for your voice to be heard. Maya Angelou also used this opportunity to express her opinions through literature. Most importantly, we can use literature to impact the world by reaching out to different audiences about important issues. We should carry on these tools by using Maya Angelou as an inspiration to impact the world. Thank you for watching our presentation on Maya Angelou.
Won't let go. I'm the type to show you that you're too special. Please don't be the type to hate the things I do. And I'll ride for you, and I'll die for you.